yo, you need to do better. Habits that will change your life. Let's get into it. There's so many ways that you can improve your life, but they're not going to be motivated. You're not going to get the most paying job that you've ever done in your life. You're going to have a six-pack by tomorrow, have a perfect diet, have a relationship, a group of friends that you have fun with, and you go out on one night. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do that. It's impossible. So how can you do it? Well, you do a little bit each day. You say, hey man, let's get our group of guys together. We haven't gone out in a damn month. We need to go out. We need to hang out. And you do that once a week. And then you say, okay, well, man, my career isn't going very well, and I don't want to do this job forever. I work at McDonald's, so let me figure out how can I don't know, do some education, get a master's degree or get a bachelor's or get your associates or go back to high school, or heck, maybe even get a certification, get a little real estate license or whatever it takes. But do something, because you can't just do it by experience. As many people that will tell you, oh, you don't need a college degree. Everyone has a college degree now, so you don't need it. Okay, champ. Guess what? You need it. I'll tell you right now, you need it. In this day and age, if everyone has a college degree, you need it. It's just simple mathematics. You have to have a degree, and when you're competing with everyone in your town, everyone in your city, because it takes 3 seconds to submit a resume. So now you have to submit 1,000 resumes just to get one job interview. You know what makes that 1,000 come down to 100? Is being able to have something on that resume that speaks to them, which is a bachelor's degree or a master's degree or anything. Your experience matters too, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, you need to build habits over time. So how do you do it? Well, you say, can I budget for it? Yes. Yes, you can. Are you financially stable enough to do it? I hope so. I also hope that you are able to get a scholarship. I hope you're smart enough. I hope you didn't screw up enough in high school to do that. I think that unless you are dyslexic or something like that, you don't have any excuses not to have A, B's, and C's in high school. If you have D's and F's in high school, you are not applying yourself whatsoever. I don't care what teacher you had, you're an idiot. And I'll tell you right now, if you don't own up to that and take accountability for being an idiot, then I can't help you. What am I saying right now? We need to get back to habits. Well, habits are setting a bar for yourself. It's discipline. It's not just motivation. It's not, well, I tried today. No. It's every day. Every day when you wake up, do you go straight to your phone? You start scrolling on TikTok, doom scrolling? What time do you get up in the morning? Could you get up earlier? Were you up until 3 a.m. playing video games? It's not cool. You're not special or interesting or your own unique individual for staying up until 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, playing Overwatch. No, you're not cool. You're a lame. First of all, manage your time better. Do you really need to be up at 2 a.m.? I'm a night owl, but that's diabolical. Because guess what? When you're up until 2 a.m., either one of two things is going to happen. You're either going to need an absurd amount of caffeine to get up in the morning to go to work at 6 a.m. because you need to be at work at 6 or 7 or whatever. And then if you're not at work, then start streaming, because what are you doing, right? I'm not saying that you need to prioritize work. I'm not saying that you need to put all of your heart and soul into your work and you need to be better and you need to make more money. But that's exactly what I'm saying. Because guess what? You can balance that stuff out. When I am done with my college classes, I'm going to have about 4 to 6 hours every single day from work. I get home, right? It's 7:30 now. I'm going to get home and I'm going to have 4 hours tonight until 12 a.m. where I'm going to be able to do whatever I want. And then I wake up at 6:30. 6.5 hours of sleep, that's a go-getter right there. Should I be getting more? Yes. My bedtime is technically 10:30, but I push it sometimes, and it don't really affect me because I'm a night shifter. And even though I've become day shift now, 6.5 hours of sleep is a gold mine for me. That's actually, I'll wake up halfway through the night, and I'm still working on that. But this is easy, you know? That's 6.5 hours of sleep. I'm good to go. My day is ready. Maybe yours isn't. But I'll tell you what, at least get your 6.5 hours. Because if you don't, guess what? It's going to happen. You're going to stay up until 3 a.m. and then you're going to wake up, 3 hours, 6 hours later, maybe 12 hours later because you have to hit a coma. I will tell you right now, you are not going to exist in your day very well. You're not. You're not going to be very productive physically, which means your physical health won't be as well. And also mentally, because you won't learn anything because your brain's foggy because you couldn't sleep. And then also, you're not going to be able to be happy. The amount of sleep that I've lost from night shift, how angry I was, it emotionally drains you. And I thought that I was really used to it. I thought that night shift was no problem for me. But then I started realizing, I'm like, man, I'm kind of vengeful. I'm kind of angry all the time. And once I switched to day shift, I've been doing day shift for the last few weeks. I have learned communication skills. I have learned to be a lot happier. And that comes from the schedule that I have, the routines, the habits. Having a nice routine and schedule is so valuable for your mental health. I worked 3 12-hour shifts a week, but it felt like 5 because most of the time I'd be picking up OT. But secondly, even on the days that on the weeks that I worked, three days a week, I had 3 very long nights at work. The next day I would be recovering from work, and then the day before my next shift would be just preparing to go to work, which means trying to stay up all that night. You can't do anything at night because you have to stay up until 7 a.m. and nothing's open at 7 a.m. and you can't go outside at 7 a.m. because what the hell are you going to do outside? So all these things compounded into an idea where my nights off weren't really days off. I should have utilized that time more properly and went to the club or something. That would have been really nice to utilize at some point, but we still have time for that. I was always working weekends, so that wouldn't really be the optimal time to go to the club on a Monday anyways. So, I understand that point. But that being said, you need to have habits that define you. Habits and discipline that aren't just based on motivation. I have a lot of peers right now that I work with and some of my friends and coworkers that I talk to, and I don't judge them. Don't get me wrong. I do not judge you. And if you're hearing this, I don't judge you for what you do. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying that I'm the most magical habit-forming person in the universe. What I'm saying is that I am progressively trying to be better than myself yesterday. I am progressively trying to be better than who I was the other day. And you should too. It doesn't matter where you are right now. It matters on where you will be. And your potential is great. And this isn't supposed to be motivational. Don't take that from this. What I mean is you're mixing up motivation with discipline, and you're trying to take that motivation. You're going to clean your house in 3 hours, and you're going to do it all in one day. And then tomorrow you're going to be drained of all your dopamine, and you're not going to do anything. And you're going to sit around all day watching Justice League or something. That's what I did the other day. See what I mean? I watched Justice League all day the other day on my days off. It was great. But also at the same time, I am utilizing my weekdays very well. So I just need to be utilizing my weekends more for fun. And while it was fun to binge watch an entire season of Justice League, I need to calm down. So there's also part of that. That being said, how do we have good habits? Well, we wake up a little bit earlier. Now, I suggest waking up either really early or really late, but pick one. So for work, I get up, I want something that's quick and out the door. I get ready, I put all my stuff together. I have to have a change of clothes for the gym. I have to have all my iced coffee and drinks ready. And I have to be able to get all my stuff together, wake up, look fresh, and get ready for work. And then I'm out the door. Now, could I get up earlier? Yes. But here's the thing. I've thought about going to the gym before work. I've done it before. For my 12-hour shifts, that was optimal. Because before a 12-hour shift, you need to wake up. So I would get up a little bit earlier. And that means as soon as I got home, I'd pass out. But what that means is that I would take a shower before work. And I would have a really huge surge of energy for the first 6 hours of the shift. Because I was just ready to go. I was ready to work. I already did my gym session, so let me eat this food real quick. And that was another problem. I didn't have any quick food to just, pound down real quick. It was work and effort to do that. It was very annoying to do that. So there was that problem. And then you have another issue with that, is that in the morning, it's the time to eat the food and also the quality of food. So right here, I went to Aldi and I got the leanest. I got some protein shakes. I got some protein bars that are cookie dough. Oh my God, I'm gonna tear them up. And then this right here, I've got they're turkey sausages. They're turkey sausages in a big ass pack. And sorry for the cussing, but I'm just excited about them because it's a huge pack of sausage, and it's like 40 something grams of protein, and it's like $3. Well, $4. So that right there is a great meal because it's got protein. It's gonna keep me full. I'm gonna be very happy eating that. We're set, right? So those are good habits to have. I went shopping. I went shopping for something that's gonna make my next few days better. I'm gonna have a good weekday. I'm gonna also be eating a little bit healthy. You know what I mean? So those are things that I can do that are optimal for my health. Another thing is you want to have a good diet and a good plan. So my idea is I have some quick snacks in the morning. And those are my fun snacks. Those are my Aldi snacks that I got. And by the way, Aldi's prices are amazing. I just made it out of their, it's great, right? On top of that, I have a lunch at work that is $4.89 for a cup of rice, a cup of shredded meat or shredded chicken or whatever the meat of the day is. I've had salmon already, something like that. It's going to be 30 to 50 grams of protein. It's pretty solid. And then you got your cup of rice and a little cup of veggies. You can swap that out with another carb. So today I had potatoes, mac and cheese, and ribs. Is it healthy? No. But the great thing about that is that is a leverage of price. Now, could I go home and get a better price for the amount of food? Yes. I am thinking about doing that in the future and not going too crazy at, I want to start bringing my lunch to work. Don't get me wrong, it is helpful. But since working at the hospital, we get a really good discount. And also it comes straight out of my paycheck, which means, by the way, think about this. It comes straight out of my paycheck before the taxes get added, which means that the 18% tax bracket that I'm in right now, by the way, that's your taxes. If you haven't done the math, look at your paycheck. You make $1,700 a paycheck, and your take home is $1,100. Where'd it all go? Well, I'll tell you, where taxes. So when you look at your paychecks, really think about that. If you have an option of taking food out of your paycheck, and straighten your balance, if you work at a restaurant and they just take it out of your paycheck, $4 or $5, it's worth it. Anything more than $4 or $5 for food, I would suggest making yourself. In actuality, $1 worth of chicken, $1 worth of rice. Well, really, $1 worth of rice is a crazy amount. So 30 cents of rice and then 60 cents of vegetables. Right there, that's a meal. So for $2, you can make a meal. However, the amount of calories is going to be lower, the amount of volume is going to be lower, and also the amount of flavor is going to be way lower. And on top of all of that, your variability is going to be lower. How good you're a cook is going to be lower. My cafeteria people, the people I work with, they are top-notch. They're primo. This isn't a school cafeteria. I don't know why people are dissing on hospital food. It is soul food. It is Hispanic food. They got, they got the ribs and the mac and cheese and the cornbread today. They have all these different options. You're going to have a different food every day, and you're going to be surprised every single day. That right there is worth the extra $2, $2.87. And also, you got to think, with the amount of time I get paid per hour, realistically, I have to work. I get paid about $20 an hour, give or take. $20 an hour, and that's 33 cents. So, I think that if I work for about 15 minutes, I can pay off my lunch. Well, actually less than 15 minutes, but let's say about 10 minutes of work will yield my lunch for the day. So one meal out of my day is 10 minutes of work. That's really good. So even if it's a little bit overpriced, I am fine with that. These right here, these little sausages, this is $3.49. To get 43 grams of protein, I could buy some chicken breast and cook it, put it in my lunchbox, and eat the chicken breast cold sliced. I would get probably about 43 grams of protein, and the chicken breast would be about $1.50. So again, this is double the price. However, the volume's crazy, the calories are higher, it's a little bit fattier, not the most healthy, but it is convenient. And I think convenience is so valuable in this day and age. Also, flavor. Again, ease of access, not having to cook it. Pretty big deal. These are big things. And these are big habits that you can slowly ramp up over time. Am I going to buy these sausages every single day? Probably not. Occasionally, I'm going to have to slip in my grilled cheese with shredded chicken and eat that in the morning. I've done that. I have a bunch in my freezer right now. I throw it in the air fryer for 5 minutes and it's good to go. These are things that I can do that are really good, and they're not bad, and their prices are going to be really good for it. My prices for that sandwich thing is probably like $1.50. It's a pretty good price. So splurging on a little bit of things is great. Now, however, it's that next step above. I think that if you're paying more than $5 in a meal, you have a problem. Something is off. If you're paying $10 for a meal, you better have a very nice meal, I would say. You better have a very good meal. It better be a very, you have a drink, you're full to the point where you can't eat anymore and you have to take some home, that level of food. Anything more than that, $15 to $20, you're looking at, I am taking someone out. This is a $20 meal for myself and someone else. This is an experience. This is fun. This is a date. This is a restaurant. It's very nice. That's what the price range for that. Anything higher than $20 for a meal, you're getting chumped. I'll tell you that right now. You're getting chumped hard. So if you want to spend that money, great, but that's a once a year kind of thing. And quite honestly, I am not comfortable with that. I'd rather get a $5 meal and then spend the other $45 or whatever on that meal and go out to a movie. Oh, and then the movie's $8. And so after the movie, I'm going to get some Twizzlers, and then we're going to go to Fun Spot, and we're going to pay probably $15 admission fee there. That right there is a crazy fun day in comparison to a $50 meal at a stupid restaurant. You see what I mean? These are habits that you have to build up over time. These are financial things that you need to keep track of. So these are things that you should be looking out for. Be perspicacious about your surroundings. Understand what's going on in your life. And not just go, oh, whatever. Let me get Uber Eats. It cost me $30. Man, that's so expensive. You're a gooner. You're an idiot. What are you paying $30 for for Uber Eats. Oh my God, you're an idiot. It costs you $3 to get a meal. $3 to $5. Anything more than $3 to $5, you're wasting your money, man. Save that money. That's so simple. That's so easy to do. Also, you have to think, don't just go to the gym one day and do 4 hours of the gym and then be like, oh my God, I'm sore the next day. You gotta slowly build up these habits over time. I've had to do that with my gym sessions. I've done a lot of things at my gym. I've gotten a little bit more efficient with my time, and I can get in and out of the gym in about an hour 15 now and get a crazy workout in, to the point where I'm feeling good. I got some new muscles. It's going crazy. I'm getting stronger. My biceps are crazy. I still feel my pump right now in my chest. I'm filling out my shirts more. Even though I have a little bit of a 10-pounder stomach, my chest is actually popping out bigger than my stomach now, which means if I'm wearing a decent shirt like this one, this is a muscle tight shirt. It's an XL. It makes my chest look bigger and my stomach look smaller. Got this from my dad, hand-me-down, XL Under Armour shirt, amazing right there. These are habits that you can do. Another habit to have is have a uniform, not just because of your job, but for yourself. So my gym uniform is these black shirts, and I've got these Amazon zipper up pocket pants. If you've seen my Instagram, that's what they are, is that I can put my phone in it. I can zip up the pocket so my phone doesn't fall out of my pocket when I'm doing crazy weird stuff at the gym upside down and hanging down like a vampire, all that stuff. I also have the zip ups because I like to keep a lot of stuff in my pockets, and it's nice to make sure that I am not losing any of my stuff at all. They also tie. They have a drawstring, which means no belt required. They're lightweight, they're breathy. I will wear these on the hottest day in the world. I do not care because they are so lightweight. And they're baggy, but they're not ugly. They don't look like dress pants, but you can throw them in the washer and they dry quick. They're quick dry. Everything's quick dry. If you want to make a simple improvement to your life and laundry load, get quick dry everything. I actually have a camping focused quick dry microfiber towel. The great thing about it is I have 4-pack of them. They're like, I think $5 to $10 a pop, so all of them together were like $40. But I have had, first of all, they're safer on your hair, so when you're drying off your hair and you're tapping it, it's not rough on your hair. Another thing is when you're tapping off your face, that microfiber isn't scratching your face. A lot of the problems that I had with my old towels is even though they're fabric softened, I'm having to put up my towels and have them air dry, which means that they get rough and they kind of scratch up my face, and that's not good for acne. Having a good nightly routine. Anyways, I'm getting besides the point. The quick dry is awesome. You can wash it, let it dry for an hour, and use it to dry yourself off from the shower. And also, they're amazing for camping. I use it my everyday. Man, I'm talking fast. Let's get this bowl rolling. All right, these are habits that I'm building up. I'm so excited to tell you. Also, I make these videos. I'm running out of time here. That's why I'm talking fast. But I'm running out of these videos right now. Or I'm running these videos right now to talk to you. I have a lot of stuff to say. And currently in my life, I am not talking to many people. It's just me. So, I mean, I talk to my coworkers, but no one's really on the same wavelength as me as where I want to go. Or where my discipline is at and where I want to improve. I'm not seeing anyone that matches me, and honestly, I just need to start talking to some people at the gym instead of throwing my earbuds in. That could be a good habit to change over time. Start with one earbud, start saying, hey, are you done real quick here? Or whatever, how many sets you got left? And then try to ask somebody out, you idiot. By the way, that's to me, not to you. Sorry about that. Man, I'm talking quick right now. But I'm on fire. These are habits that you can build up over time. You need to do better. And this isn't supposed to be motivational. Don't take that from this. I need you to just think about your schedule right now. Actually, right now, as you're watching this video, write down everything you do in the typical day. I hope you have a job. I hope you're furthering your education. I hope that you go to the gym and you stay physically healthy. I hope you're watching YouTube videos to better your brain, or at least reading books to better your brain, something like that. I hope you have a decent diet, but these are all things that you can improve. Just don't try to do them all in one day. Don't try to improve all of these things on one shot. No. I want you to do one thing tomorrow. Look at your schedule and say where I'm at. Okay, I'm at 80% capacity for diet. I can improve my diet. I want to make my finances better. Right now I make $50K a year. I want to be able to make $70K a year in the next 3 years. Okay, how do I achieve that? I need to have better education. So tomorrow I'm going to look and research 4 different colleges for the degree that I'm looking at, what the cheapest one is, and start applying. Then next, I want to do scholarships the next day and have a schedule. Make a schedule for yourself. Google Calendar, paper calendar, don't matter, but put the stuff out on paper. And once you start putting these small things down and you start doing these small tasks, it doesn't feel like a whole thing now. I'm finishing up my master's and I'm 21 years old. You know how I did that? Habits, discipline. You don't just do a master's because you're a super genius and you just do all your work immediately all in one shot. No, these things take time. And I've been very patient as well with myself and others. So I've been able to do a lot over the course of time because of that. So with that being said, discipline your mind. Make better habits for yourself, and your life is gonna change. You're going to have an incredible life because of this. And I hope you do well in your struggles. I hope you work on yourself like I hope you're trying to do. And yeah, just work on your habits, man. And man, I really didn't know what I was going to say in this video, but I just have so much to say, and I feel like I need to talk more too. But hopefully this really gets the point across, gives you some ideas on where you can start. But I really do think it is valuable to, excuse me, it's so valuable to just break apart all your problems and just start with the first piece and start working through them. But stop verbalizing stop verbalizing your problems to people. Now, if you need help, get help from a therapist or a friend, yes. But when it comes to problems that you can solve yourself, don't tell someone that you're gonna drink more water and you're gonna go to the gym every day and you're gonna do all these things. Don't prove it to them. Don't tell them anything. Prove it to yourself. Because until you made it, no one really cares. And that's because you shouldn't care. You shouldn't care about anybody that doesn't mean what they say. Actions speak louder than words. And all I've heard from you are words. All you say about is how you're going to improve yourself and you're so motivated and you're going to go on this run and you're going to go to here and you're going to do an ice bath and stuff. But you're not doing it, are you? You talk about it, you're excited about it, you're motivated about it, but you don't do it, do you? You don't do it every day. You do it once a month, once a week. That's it? That's all you got? How much water are you drinking? Is your diet in order? Or are you splurging on McDonald's every other day? Just because you're not going to McDonald's every day doesn't mean you're not going every other day or once a week. You're not doing well enough. And like, I can't even, don't get me wrong, I'm not the most disciplined, habitual person ever. I'm not the most perfect person. I don't eat 100% healthy all the time. I don't go to the gym every single day like I want to. I want to go every day, but there's some days where I have rest days. And I am okay with that, but I'm also pushing myself to try to be there every day when I can. So these are things that we can fix, but you have to do it yourself. And don't talk about it. Like, even your relationship with God or philosophy or religion or anything is just, don't tell other people about it unless they want to hear it, unless they have questions. But otherwise, I don't trust you. I don't trust you mean what you mean. I don't trust that what you're saying is how you feel and how you see the world, and how that affects your actions. I've seen a lot of people in this world that say praise God and then be the most abysmal human beings on the face of the earth. I have talked to them. I'm in customer service. I've seen it all. I've had people be absolutely cruel to me when I'm talking to them, and then go, as I try to work with them, they start to respect me, and then they proceed to go, have a blessed day. Huh? What'd you say? Hold up. You just told me off. You were disrespectful to me. And I held my cool. I didn't say nothing back, but you were disrespectful. And I'm, by the way, this is all in my head. I'm not saying this to them. I'm saying it to you. But these are things that I'm like, hold up. You're saying you're virtuous, but your actions just prove to me that you are a terrible person. So maybe this is a fluke. Maybe you're in pain. I understand. But you don't live by it, do you? And that's why I don't want to put myself out there as one thing or the other. I don't wear a cross on my neck, and I won't ever for a long time, because I don't believe I'm a good Christian. I've been raised as a Christian, but that don't mean nothing. This symbol right here is Assassin's Creed. There's a lot of different reasons why I wear it. It's the first thing I got when I moved out of my house. It's the first video game I bought. It's when I bought my PS5. It's when I moved out of my parents' house. And it's also the first game where I felt a little bit of freedom from my parents and was able to do some stuff on my own. But this symbol right here, I look at it every day. I put it on every day. And the most simple, basic thing is killing who I was yesterday. Killing who you were yesterday is so valuable. And a little bit of that is from Fight Club, where they say self-improvement is masturbation, but self-destruction is a whole nother thing. I really respect that quote, because everyone is talking about self-improvement, i.e. motivation. But in actuality, what we're looking for is discipline and habits. This right here is saying, do better every day. When I look at this, I say, kill who you were yesterday. Kill the person that I was yesterday and become anew. I'm being born every single morning. That's a weird concept to have, but it's given me a lot of power in my mind. It sounds stupid to you maybe, but in my own mind, I've made up my mind in how I want to perceive the world. And how I want to perceive the world is, no matter what I did yesterday, no matter who I was, I will be better today. I will learn something today. I will improve my physique today. I will have a better diet today. I will have more fun today than I did yesterday. And I'll have a better outlook on my life, and a little bit more wisdom. Anyways, thank you for listening to that. If you made it to the end of the video, please like the video, subscribe to my channel. I make videos like this, and honestly, I feel like this is my best video yet. I'm sorry the production quality isn't that high, but quite honestly, to keep my passion in these videos, I want to make sure that I'm not going on my computer for an hour and trying to edit these out to make it look amazing. The thumbnail will be enough, and if you like my content, please leave a comment down below and say, hey, what's your next video? What do you want to do for your next video? Or give me a suggestion in the comments, because I read your comments, I respond to them, and I really do take to heart, like, hey, we should talk about habits tomorrow. We should talk about mindset, motivation, or discipline, or philosophy, or religion, or God, or just general gym advice if maybe you're a newbie like me. But these things I try to do in my life are just, I'm just trying to improve. And I'm trying to teach you everything that I learn. But anyways, leave in the comments down below what you want to see next. And thank you again for watching this whole video. You're just an awesome person. Anyways, have a good one. I'll see ya.